Yeah. So I went to go see Michael Jackson's movie, and it was really good. Michael, I cannot believe like how good it was. It was really good. Um, of course, I wanted to cry. Of course, I wanted to jump up and start dancing like everybody else in the video. Um, I mean, the movie. It was really, really good. I mean, it had me questioning a lot about myself, just about everything, about the music business, his business. I can't believe that that was really his life. Like, um, Michael. Um, it was just really good. Goodness, I don't know why I feel so hot. Lord Jesus, I just feel so hot right now. Tonight, do you have an extra hair clip with you
No, sorry.
that I can use? Oh my gosh, I am so hot. I'm here at the Catch. It's a seafood place. They have really good seafood. I like the way that they do their I like the way that they do their shrimp. I like the way that they cook their seafood. Let's just put it that way. It looks like it's about to rain, but I'm not really sure because it might just be getting dark. And I mean, Michael, I think Michael came out. Back on Michael, I think Michael kind of came out with his family, so he didn't really have to deal with a lot of the social problems. You know, he just dealt with, his business with his family. And I think the focus of his family kind of just took away from everything else, where, that could be happening in the community, politically, socially. Hi. Sorry, let me just roll the window down for you. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, thank you, honey. Whereas, for someone else who's kind of like exploring music, not really on their own, but more like with a business partner, they kind of, oh God, it doesn't look like it's going to rain. They kind of, might have a different experience. So their experience might seem like it's more social, like more of a social order, more of a social problem. We might see more of the community, like sort of like in how Bob Marley's movie was. You might find that there's some social problems or social unrest somewhere. That's kind of upsetting to the artist. That's kind of the point of view where I'm at a little bit. I mean, I think you can be very, very talented, but there's different angles that you can take, different approaches, I guess, to becoming a professional, singer, dancer, musician. I don't really know the perspective from the music producer. From the music producer's point of view, sometimes I see it's a lot of struggling. to become successful, to kind of like get your name recognized. But in Michael's situation, every song that black man produced, it was like the best composition. So he got the most of his money. He got the most of his experience, which is good, because when we think about Michael, we start thinking that Michael created the music. I mean, it didn't look like he was, maybe a singer-songwriter. It looks like he was trying to write the music himself, but I think he was just a really good, performer, or he was a dancer. That's what it was. So he was a really good dancer, and he was a singer. So he probably, I don't know, he might have had a choreographer. I think in some of his other documentaries, we do see him with with a choreographer. We don't really see him with the vocal coach, but we do see him, with the music producer, but, you could just tell that it was a lot of hard work, even from his style of dress, I don't know if his sisters, influenced the way that he dressed, the clothes that he wore, I love that they allowed him to, explore his mind, his creativity, to learn about animals. It really showed that, he really learned and felt, what it meant to be a human being, and really lived feeling human. Because animals are very, very intelligent. I'm telling you, they're so smart. They need like doctorate degrees by themselves. They are so smart. And, they have emotions and they know how to share them. But they also know how to have patience. I think animals, find a way to communicate how they feel without necessarily attacking the person. I seen a dog the other day. He looked like he was really hungry. But I don't know. You have to make sure that you give the dog some food, if he signals that he's hungry, you got to go to a shelter, you got to get him some food, see who has, go to a food pantry, see who has, dog food. I know it's hard to carry dog food around because like little bugs, flies, ants, whatever, like they'll get into it, or they'll attract those bugs and those flies. The dog food, and plus it has its own unique odor. But Michael, I think, being around those animals, I think it helped him to have a gentle side. He had a gentle side. And that was very nice to see. And he was playful, as always. And I think it's really hard for us to see someone so genuine, just having a good time, like nobody's bothering him. The only thing that's really upsetting him is probably him having to perform. I don't know if we ever heard Michael say he was tired of performing, or if he just thought that like we were tired of seeing him perform. Because I seen his other movie when he was going from place to place, living in hotel to hotel with his kids. That's when they were older, in another land, and he was going through, I think that was This Is It. He was going through the lawsuit and everything for Another's Land. And I don't know if he still owns Another's Land. They might actually still own Another's Land, now that I think about it. But I remember just watching This Is It. I'll have to look at the details again. That was a long time ago. And I don't know. To me, he still looked like the big kid. Well, not a big kid, a person who's fun and loving. And he just wanted to be normal. Maybe just like, being with his children, and just having a good time, having fun, being around really fun and nice celebrities, having a good time, seems normal. A normal celebrity, just very normal, But I don't know why he was like, okay, this is the last tour. But maybe he just felt like announcing in the movie that it was the last tour for them because he was getting ready to go on to other bigger things. I thought he was trying to start a fight with his father. But that last performance was really good in the movie. I mean, everybody just wanted to get up, wanted to dance, And I'm so happy to see that he lived like a nice, happy, normal family life. I think Barry Gordy, he was an excellent music producer, friend, just a great black business partner. Really, I mean, truly amazing. I mean, I wish we had like him, more like Barry Gordy, just more. And because it's so confusing right now for some of us. For some of us, it's a little confusing in America or in the United States because we just found out like our leaders are stealing from us. Okay? So when people are stealing, it kind of just makes it hard for people to feel like that they can unite and feel happy. We're supposed to be at war, but we have leaders that, want to steal with the immigrants. And I think that they want to kind of hide it, but I just think like you have to know when something is a personal problem and something is, a government problem. And I think we have to know how to separate. We got to know when to turn off. Like, there should be no one that worked 12 hours today, at working for the United States government. I mean, these Spanish people are definitely working like overtime. Like, it's so terrible where like they're watching black people work, looking for pennies and scraps. They're sitting here trying to get double pay and nobody's clocking them. And the United States government pays very good per hour. But I'm very sure that there's someone who's clocking in and making them pay double time. They're like, oh, I had to fill in because they was lonely. Oh, I had to fill in because there was no family member. Oh, I had to fill in because, they needed someone to take them to the store. Oh, I needed to fill, you know what I'm saying? And the truth is that, like, that's a disturbance. That's a disturbance for me. Because I do not want someone who really hates the United States of America's government working overtime. Okay? You're so unprofessional. And you don't want to be responsible because you hide from your responsibilities. Or if somebody asks you, a question or facts about something, you don't want to answer the question. And then they're sitting here acting like, well, we were volunteering to hang out with such and such and such. No, don't volunteer to hang out with anybody's family member. You let them call their family members. You call their family members and you tell them that there's a social issue that's going on here. And we need to see if we can bring them home to you. Or, you know what I'm saying? You tell them that they need to contact their loved one. And sorry, I can't help you. Okay? And the reason being is because the only person who taught them that their life was important is that family member. Okay, so he or she doesn't really know how to tell you that they think that their life was important, but the only person who ever told them that their life was important was that person over there, was that family member. Okay? And you're not going to be able to tell them that their life's important because, you're really not even supposed to be on work duty. You're not even supposed to express your emotions. You can't tell him that his life is important because you don't even know who to call. Okay, you don't know who to call if the artist, or the or one of our federalists needs something. You don't know who to call. Okay, because that's not your area. That's not you wouldn't contact that person. Okay, those people wouldn't really recognize you as a person to call. But a person like me, I'm upset because I don't like that I have to keep correcting people's behavior. And so I'm trying to figure out, what are we doing right now? Why do I have to keep trying to correct the workers' behavior? I don't like that. And I know it's like we're all supposed to be in this together and working together, but I don't want to do that kind of work because that's not my job. Where is the chief of staff? Why are you not paying attention to what this alien over here is doing? Because they're trying to act like they're trying to get more information to try to figure out how they can swindle something from somebody. But we don't need to swindle anything from anybody because it's not how can I say it? It's not a federal, it's not their jurisdiction. Okay? It's not their jurisdiction to have all those questions answered. Why? Because you're not supposed to think that you're the caregiver. You're not supposed to think you're the care provider. Because that's not what it says on the paper. But everybody now wants to read a paper or acknowledge something and nobody can read. That's even worse. Okay? Now, did anybody report that to Congress that somebody has a piece of paper and nobody can read it? No, they didn't. This is why you have to let people go to wherever they need to get to. Why? Because that's the person who's responsible for them. And so I'm just like, Michael didn't have to deal with all of that. It's a lot of stress. But Michael Jackson did not have to deal with a Congress during a wartime who really needs a lot of support. A lot of support. I mean, it's too stressful for the American people where it's like, how can you focus on your own time to dance? How can you focus on your own time to sing? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to sit over here and try to figure out, well, what are you going to do? Because you acknowledge it. You acknowledge that, that there's something that's wrong. So whoever acknowledges it sometimes kind of gets stuck, but then nobody wants to pay the bill. See, because we should be able to do everything, but somebody is, they're not managing their office. You got to stay on top of those immigrants. Can't let them wander around. Okay? You can't have the citizens all stressed out trying to figure out, okay, how can they live their life when the government business is out of order. Let me see. Hold on. So I'm so thankful that, that he really didn't have to go through all of that, because it's stressful out here. It really is. It's stressful. And I think that having to worry so much, okay, about our constitutional rights, my constitutional rights, the constitutional rights of others, trying to take care of your family members, trying to get hold of your family members that are lost somewhere that needs a certain kind of a care, okay, it's a bit too much. So it's a lot. That's a lot, because some of it is not even your responsibility. Some of that is not even the citizen's responsibility, but you feel responsible. But how can, how can everything get done? Because now they're going to say, oh, our Congress has civil liberty, to steal from us. The security has a civil liberty of doing no job, and they're stealing from us. Okay? If you know that someone is not well, you don't go and take advantage of them and tell them to pull their pants down. Okay? What you need to do is you need to make sure that there's professionalism there at all times, okay? The leaders have to start behaving professional. If people don't like that there's professionalism, well, you're going to have to, right? Because they don't need to be professional like that with their family members. They need to make sure that all those work environments with all those immigrants from Spain or wherever they want to say that they're from, Puerto Rico, Mexico, wherever, because we know that you're not born in Puerto Rico. Okay, so now the immigrants are Mexican and British. They want to say that they're from Puerto Rico. And now we got to go up to the jobs to make sure that they can see us, because every time they're calling, looking around for you in all these different places and stuff, and it's like, who's looking for me? Why are you sitting up here asking all around for people looking for me? Like, what's up with that? I'm serious. Because that's bizarre. That's really bizarre. That's very childish. This is a very bizarre individual. That's bizarre. Bizarre behavior. I mean, goodness, that's like saying that the leader, who's the president, that's like saying that they're bizarre. Because their worker needs attention. Don't call around looking for people. Don't call my jobs. Don't call my employers. Don't call my business partners. Don't call around looking for me. I'm going to come to the job and walk around every time somebody keeps calling looking for me. It's not funny. Okay? Because you don't really know me like that. I'm very serious. You don't know me like that. You don't know anything about me. You only know what somebody told you that's on that piece of paper for the application. That's it. Okay? You don't know anything else. For real. I cannot believe that because you have to have, you have special needs in your family, and you try to use the special needs, housing assistance program, and somebody is bothering you and harassing you, calling the bankers, calling all over the place. No, but you don't have permission to do that. You don't need to keep calling every single year. You already looked at the piece of paper every year. It either upgrades or degrades. You don't need to keep calling. And if something does change, a person will call you and let you know. Come on, you got to stay up with your protocols. You sit up here making it so you have to work extra, just to act like you're asking, you're doing an investigation, you're doing this and doing that. They don't do that in our housing agencies. Okay, they need to have a group meeting or something. I don't care if it seems like it's too much work. That's a child at work. That's a grown-ass, fat, fucking, light-skinned ass motherfucker at work. That's annoying. that wants to speak another language, that wants to misbehave from Mexico. I don't give a fuck if you can't fire them. You look at their pay. See if they're in combat. Okay? Because there's probably some warlord or something who's getting combat pay, like some of those Spanish women who want to keep showing up around black men. Don't keep showing up around black men with your combat pay. Why? Because you could get shot in your head at any given moment. And your family's going to get paid for that. No, you sit up here showing off because you got housing allowance. Who gives a fuck if you got housing allowance? Your housing allowance is for you to live someplace else. You tell him that he don't speak Spanish and you can't give him none of your money. He's already on somebody else's grant bill. Okay, you pass away, guess what? He ain't giving nothing to you. Or you ain't giving nothing to him, whatever it is. Okay? So stop acting like, you know what I'm saying, you're all of that. Stop acting like, you know what I'm saying, like it's on and popping. It's not really on and popping. You're probably not even the leading officer. You're not even an officer. You can't even read. Okay? You can't even read as a woman. So they got, I mean, really, that might be a petty officer or something. It's like you got these officers up here wandering around all over the place, getting on everybody's nerves who can't even read. You need to send yourself home, and you need to send that black man home too, to his family. Because he has an excuse. You don't. Cannot believe people cannot concentrate on their own happiness because Congress is a mess. That's a shame. And it's a mess over somebody who can't even vote. Okay, it's a mess from somebody who ain't even supposed to be talking. Really. That's annoying. That's aggravating. You know? That's like you going from one end of the spectrum going to the other end of the spectrum of the stick. And you get aggravated because you're like, well, dang, I was just at one point, now I got to go to the other point. Right. That's how you make everybody feel. You're regressing. The Mexicans are regressing backwards as adults. At what, age 40? Chinese, the women start fighting at the age 40. How can their life expectancy be here the longest? I don't know. They're fighting. Black women are the only ones with common sense. We the ones that's supposed to be living here the longest. That's what I told the courts. They over here fighting at the age of 40. Yes, I did. I wrote to the courts and said, you need to change their life expectancy. Yes, I did. I'm sitting up here fighting at the age of 40 years old. Yes, I did. I'm done writing to the courts right now. And look, everything that I said is true. Okay? And they have medicine to help them with their mental health. Because I take it. But for some reason, they're not taking it. I tried to prosecute Japan. Because Japan therapists didn't give us a warning that they are human eaters and that they start fighting after age 40. Yes, I did. Why? Because that's an international crisis. You have to tell people. You have to tell a government when something is wrong with those people. Like that. These shrimps and french fries are so good. Fried shrimp, the jumbo fried shrimp. You don't need no sauce. It's like they saute perfect. That's a professional seafood cooker. You know? Moments like this we have to be thankful for. You think I want to let you replace me as a human being for you to get on my nerves and let you hang out with me? Oh, hell no. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's why you hide him. You don't even want to pretend that you like me. You can't even pretend to like me. I mean, goodness, at least in America, we have enough common sense to, show ourselves. If we thought we wanted you to be our care provider, so we just show up every day and never leave. Right. You want to be sneaky about it. Instead of trying to tell Congress that you're on my bill. You're not on my bill. Without me seeing you. Not on my bill. Congress knows that I don't have you on my bill. You don't qualify to be on my bill. Okay? We're not even allowed to be in a relationship with the same guy. Okay? For you to be on my bill. Okay, you're just gonna have to accept that he needed something for his business. He's focusing on his business. You go focus on something else. Because I think you make him feel uncomfortable as a man. And we all understanding that he's uncomfortable because somebody thinks that she's supposed to still stay. No. You get into the right jurisdictions of the law. And stay away. I don't like that people are not scared. You don't see that big ass soldier standing there right there looking at you? You're not scared? You can't be around me. You gotta have some kind of fear. You cannot be looking at a United States soldier like you stronger than him or her. Well, really him. I as an immigrant, you understand it's not a foreign policy to make you so you are first. Okay, is it a foreign policy to make you so you have little? Like you think we're supposed to have as Americans. Because you're going to say that that's what you're doing to us. That's what you're giving to us, right? So you know the law. Oh. What is that? Goodness gracious, I thought that was a French fry. I don't care if nobody can sleep. I don't care if you don't have any happiness. Okay? I'm not supposed to be responsible for your happiness. Hello. Uh-oh. Get ready to take my test. I gotta look over my notes. For my big exam, so I can process it on Monday. Yourself. I think you're making somebody have to work overtime, over hard, or something. You weren't making people have to work overtime when it's really all volunteer. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want somebody on my time using up my time to volunteer all this time when it's not a civil right. Your jurisdiction has to be right of law for you to want to be using up our time here in the United States of America. Don't be wasting our soldiers' lives from the United States of America, and you go, oh, well, that's what we use our soldiers. No. You're not supposed to be using your soldiers either. Every homeland has its own borderline. It has its own manpower. That's what you need to get used to. Cannot believe when we have aliens and soldiers, you know, with their general leaders just letting them kind of float all around. Like, they got a bunch of fugitives always missing from Mexico. Like, that's too much. You ain't even telling people your real name. When you sit up here taking up people's space, taking up all people's time, you need to get into the right jurisdiction. That person is a bad person right now. You are not supposed to be thinking that we're supposed to be giving them a reward by hanging out with them all the time. And that person is a bad person. That person is supposed to be punished. We're not supposed to think that we're supposed to be taking care of that person and giving them something extra, giving them what we would give them if they was with somebody else. No. That person is a terrible tool right now. Sitting up here, baby walking, baby stepping, somebody who's misbehaved and bad. That means that they don't have the right to be using up all of our government entities, and all of the governments have to stick together. Why? Because. Okay? Because that's what that other government wants, and that's none of your business. Okay? That's the politics. The politics is you focusing on what your people need. Politics isn't you focusing on, what the cutest guy needs. In America, you can't even read. Why are you so worried about what the cutest guy is doing in America? He's probably not even really cute to you. You're a liar. Oh, Lord. I was trying to tell myself I just need to just forget about it. I'm really stressing myself out. Lord, I'm like really stressing myself out. It might be stupid coming from another army. I thought it was going to rain out here. Coming from another continent. They're stupid. Sitting up here trying to help the wrong person. They're either stupid or blind. Well, we know they can't read. Whoa. Look at this long line. Oh man. This must be the ice cream shop. I know. Look at all these cars, Birdie. What y'all talking about? It's gonna rain soon? Huh? Oh good. I'm glad that they decided to place the order online. Because this looks like it's the ice cream shop for 2 towns. Uh-oh, the little kids are trying to take care of themselves. Stay with your mom on the sidewalk.
Can I get ice cream?
No, I'm just going to pick up. I'm not getting any ice cream. I still have my ice cream at home. I'm just picking up. For somebody. I told you I gotta save money. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna bring my coat just in case if it decides to pour. I'm gonna put it on. Mitch L.
Take an order. Hey, there's a order here.
Mitch L.
We don't have delivery or app
Oh,
or
you don't? Okay, can I place an order then?
yeah.
It's gonna be old fashioned split, and then hot fudge sundae with a double dip.
Double hot fudge. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's $9.94.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone needs to grab packet.
It's like that's not nobody else in this house. Oh my gosh, it's so high, it's not raining. Thank God. Sanaya, thank God I have on my Sanaya, it is too hot out here. I can't put this coat on right now. What was that woman doing? Government is too needy. You said the government is too needy. Oh, what are these people doing? The government's too needy. Oh gosh. Oh, the government's too needy. You said I have someone missing. You said I'm stressed out. You said right there ignoring me. Are you ready? Is that ready? Okay. Can I have a bag, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And can you put 2 spoons in there too, some napkins? Thank you. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
204.
Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure they got what they need. Time to drop off. I don't know what's going on with this weather. This weather's a trip. And then we got people who are pretending that things are their name and they don't know their name now. But they're like, I think that's in my name. I'm not sure if that's in my name. I think that's in my name. How do you not know if something is in your name? Like, even though you can't read, you should know if something, you should know how to spell your own name. Right? Right. Like, how do you not know how to spell your own name? That's weird. That's weird that you don't know how to spell your own name. I just don't get it. When somebody's asking me, I'm like, government just seems too needy. You know, you seem too needy. Like, you don't know your name, you know. All these people all over the place. You're trying to figure out what's going on with your business, and there's a lot of stress and, you know, problems added with all these children everywhere. Young adults, I mean, they got problems. That's not a place for. That's not for a professional environment. You know, a professional environment, everybody's supposed to be fine and sexy. I'm trying to figure out, how did the actors become movie stars if they can't read? your voice with them. Oh my gosh. I can't read. I love how we're able to cut through here. Inside tonight, it seemed like it was pretty fast. To get your ice cream. Better than sitting in that long line wasting gas. The drive-through.
Drive west on Bluebonnet Place. Then, in 400 feet, turn left onto Stewart Road. Drive west on Bluebonnet Place. Then, in 400 feet, turn left onto Stewart Road. Drive northeast on Bluebonnet Place. Then turn right onto East Windsor Drive. Turn right onto East Sherman Drive, Farm to Market Road 428. Continue for 1.5 miles. Quarter mile, turn left onto North Elm Street. Turn left onto North Elm Street, spur 77. Then, in 400 feet, turn right.
Pick up, 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 pick up. Another one. Another one. We're going back to back. I can't believe that people want to wear security uniforms and talk about terrorism in the United States of America. This is what I'm saying. Like, the business is so, like, the government employees do not know that they're not allowed
Turn right
to
onto
talk
West
about
University
terrorism.
Drive, US 380.
Terrorist organizations talk about organizing yourself during wartime in the United States as a terrorist. I mean, from Haiti or from Mexico. I mean, why do they keep repeating themselves? Here's the real security. Where is the real security?
Continue for 1 mile.
I forgot to bring in my red candies. My little sour cherry drops, like Michael Jackson with a light. Me and both like the same candy. I still have mine here in the bag. I think I'm gonna have one because I ate my dinner. I still didn't eat my ice cream sundae from yesterday. Let me see, where's my candies? Did I bring it with me? Did I put the candies in here, or did I just put the drink in here? What was this? Oh, caramel and what else? Ooh, chocolate. Ooh, caramel and chocolate syrup. Ooh. Caramel and chocolate syrup.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Malone Street. Turn right onto Malone Street. Then, in 100.
Is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready? Thought it was gonna rain. It's just giving us a lot of lightning. It ain't about nothing. It ain't hard to tell. It's not hard to tell. Oh gosh. I'm so glad that I was able to see that Michael Jackson movie. Now I finally get to relax because I was worried about when was I going to see that movie. And it's been like a whole year. It's been a journey. Because I remember, maybe a few months. So I remember when I first seen the trailer, and I was like, I was like, are they really gonna put this in the big screen? I thought they was gonna do something smaller. And sure enough, they did it. They did it. They made it so it was on the big screen. Congratulations to them. Uh-oh. That rain wants to come down. It wants to come down. Those clouds are heavy, huh? Those clouds are heavy. They got a lot of water up there. Somebody is screaming. What? Are they fighting? Oh gosh, he sounds dangerous over there by himself. He sounds scary. Oh no, we have to be careful. Oh, this place is always cold. Let's see. Hi, I'm just here to pick up for Jordan Clark. Yes,
What's your name?
Jordan Clark.
Jordan Clark. You have a Jordan Clark, baby girl?
Let's
I
see.
have Joseph and... Sorry, I have Joseph and Joseph.
You don't have a Jordan anywhere?
I have to send. I can send it to you.
Okay.
I sent
Let
it.
me see if I see it on here. Jordy?
Yes, 9.
Jordib.
Jordyn.
Jordyn.
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan G.
Jordan Clark.
I can't find it.
CLARK.
Let me go look for it.
Okay.
Can I see the? It just came through. They just
Okay. All right. So I'll be out here waiting. Thank you, sir. Just came through. Just came through. Okay. Ooh, good. This guy over here, he sounds dangerous. What is he screaming about? Oh gosh. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody needs help over there now. Oh my goodness, it's not ready yet. I'm laughing tonight because everybody's just out of control. Like you're like 60, 70 years old. Oh my gosh. Let me see. That's fine. Oh wait. Oh my goodness. Which one is the Jordan? Oh, I know which one is this one.
Drive west. Then turn right onto Malone Street. Drive west. Then turn. Drive west. Then turn right onto Malone Street.
I hope Claudia knows to make sure she arrests her citizens. Why is she making it so she can get arrested and President Trump can get arrested for someone who's crying when President Trump knows he does not care about anybody's life, okay? He's just trying to act like...
Drive south on Malone Street for a half mile.
He's just trying to act like it's the American citizens wanting to commit crimes. Now, if somebody wants to commit crimes, they'll come up the street. You're going to see their family member. Mind your business. Okay, it's an interstate violation for those Mexicans to keep looking for organs in the middle of the night. Okay, she needs to keep herself in her house. Nobody cares either. She's looking to make a drug deal either. Nobody cares. I don't even know how these ICE agents across the borderline keep finding these women. Okay, she's supposed to be at home, you know, with her husband, or she's supposed to be on work duty being professional. But yet she keeps trying to follow up behind black people. The one with the blonde hair. Like she's better than somebody else. Okay, just because she's a border patrol officer doesn't mean anything. Or just because she's in her security uniform, that doesn't mean anything. What that means doesn't mean she can violate the law. No, what that means is that she has to enforce the law. Okay, that's what it means. It means that she has to enforce the law. You wearing a uniform doesn't mean that you break the law. No, it means that you have a duty and an honor to enforce the law. Claudia, she needs to start arresting those Mexicans because they keep being aggressive. Okay, they keep trying to say that the United States of America gives them a human right when she knows that she's committing treason. Treason in the United States of America is a death penalty. I don't know what treason is in Mexico. That's why those black women over there are hiding, because they know that they're not supposed to be in the United States of America. So if they're hiding, you don't make it so you make them think that something different is going on. Those are soldiers too. Okay, those are federal people too. No, you have to learn how, but that's a death penalty. You have to learn how to obey the law. They better be glad that I'm not the leader. Because if I was the leader, I would have shot at that woman.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Congress Street.
I would have shot at her on her duty. Why? Because I would have put her in a dangerous situation. Why? Because you don't agree to keep breaking the law. Okay? I don't care if it's something that President Trump can be arrested for, or someone else, a political leader, can be arrested for. You don't agree to let those people put themselves in jeopardy because they're scared. Old people get scared. They don't want people, you know, kicking them and hitting them in the middle of the night.
Turn left onto West Congress Street. Then, in 400 feet, turn right.
Whatever he's talking about is really about the United States of America. It's not really about, you know, just one American citizen. We have to make sure that we have the laws in order, because it stresses
Turn right onto Lovell
the
Street.
citizens,
Then turn
stresses
left.
out the community, because you do not have the right order of law in your leadership. Okay, people need to learn how to have more self-control over yourself. We don't have drug dealers.
Turn left onto Scripture Street. Then turn right.
Okay, we don't have drug dealers living in our household, and we do not have people in our household who are on combat pay. Okay, who could be shot in the head at any given time. Why? Because she's prepared for war. Okay, so President Trump needs to look at that. Okay, whoever it is that he keeps trying to help from his ICE patrol team, that those women are from Mexico and they are on...
Turn right onto Bryan Street. Then turn right.
Okay, so that means that any given moment now, they're ready to die. All right? That's foreign law. Okay? That's foreign policy law. Have to make sure that we keep the environment safe.
Turn right. Then 1519 Scripture Street will be on the right.
Not just for ourselves, for everybody. What building is this? 1900? Oh, my Lord. I think this is it right here. 1900. Is this her? Hi, are you waiting for someone?
1519 Scripture Street is on the right.
Jordan?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. You're welcome, honey. Sorry, when I got there, it wasn't ready.
Oh, no, you're running fine.
Okay. Have a
a great
good night.
night.
You
You
too. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. These girls be outside wearing no shirt on. Where is your clothes at? Didn't your mama teach you something? It's freezing cold outside. Well, actually, it's not freezing cold outside. Actually, it's kind of warm still. I made a mistake. It is warm. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to come out of here, so I better hurry up, huh? Because the car's coming. And they're going to be upset because I'm stuck. 1 second. Hold on. Okay, you have to make sure that I can get out of my corner. You see me trying to do another point turn. Oops. Okay. Right. Now you can go. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, buddy. All right. That delivery is done.